Hi out there, YouTubers. Guess what I've been doing? Nope. Picking up black walnuts. Thought I'd bring you along. I've been doing just about everything you can imagine. I got them picked up the front here and down there. That makes 10 5-gallon buckets full, and I've only hit the front of the tree, in around it. Can you see all these? It is a massive amount of black walnuts. One tree. There's another tree down there a little bit further. This thing got hit by lightning. That's what that scar in there was a few years back. Didn't seem to affect it any. Pretty gnarly tree. Can you see all the black walnuts? Now I need some help, guys. Seem to be needing a lot of that lately. Looks like a lot of them, if you open them up, trying to open them up with one hand. Are those maggots? What are the, and how do they affect the nut? See them? They're in every one of them. Every one that I can open up. See them? Of course you can't see them. Didn't have the camera on it. You guys out there that are more familiar with black walnuts than me, I'm going to go to YouTube U tonight and try to learn on black walnuts. If that makes the walnut no good, then I got 10 5-gallon buckets of walnuts that aren't no good. If it doesn't affect them, I mean the shells are pretty hard. Maybe you got to take the outer shell off and leave it like this so they can't get in there. They're just, every one of them's got them in there. I imagine they're laid when they're up. The eggs are probably laid when the walnuts are up in the tree, and then they fall to the ground and then are hatched out. Now, it's easier picking in the front of those pine trees, and I'm going to tell you why. See that? That's a Chinese chestnut tree. And that drops, we'll come up here. I just crawl along on my knees to pick these up, but with these see these chestnuts? Let me tell you, those things hurt you, man. There's one. If you step on one of those, but they never, see the inside? The inside of them is all just mush. Then I never seen, every now and then you get a chestnut that's good. I guess the deer come up here and hit them with their foot, but see, there's nothing in them. The nut is gone. Maybe that one had a good nut. That one there looks like maybe it had a good nut in it, but the ground is just peppered with these, so you gotta be careful what you're doing when you're walking around out here. I imagine they'll give me a flat tire. See, there's nothing in that one. A lot of these don't have nothing in that one. Anyhow, I'm not worried about chestnuts right now. I'm worried about black walnuts. Kind of reminds me of Alice's restaurant. I've told you that in the past. Well, it ain't about that. It's about all started back when. Anyhow, what's the best way of getting these so I can use them, I guess, is the question. I'm thinking about putting them in my cement mixer and letting them roll around in there for an hour. You know, the cement mixer's pretty big. That would knock the shells off, maybe get rid of them worms. Put water in there, hose them and water them down. This is what happens to your fingers. If I wear thin gloves, I lose the dexterity. So I don't, you know, a lot of people are going to say, why didn't you wear gloves? I lose my dexterity. You know, that'll wear off. I'm dirty all the time anyhow, hands dirty, whatever, stuff like that. So that's kind of minor. But I don't wear gloves because it ruins the dexterity. It probably only takes me about maybe a minute to possibly two to fill a bucket up. I mean, there's just not that much in there. We'll go down to the greenhouse. We're only at 4 minutes. Hopefully I won't lose anything. I had the big truck up. I'll go over there. I sold my potato digger today. That went to a real nice guy down in southern Maryland. he's going to be planting taters. The way he plants taters, he's just going to be digging them easier. I'm trying to steer, hold a 5-gallon bucket of, not potatoes this time, potatoes were a few days ago. Oh, Lordy, heck of a ride. All right, coming up here. I think I can let go of the walnuts now, get a hold of the steering wheel. Trick rider. I had to use the crane to load the potato digger on the back of his flatbed truck. I probably should have brought you guys along for it, but I didn't. Should have probably brought you along the ride for getting that out of the woods. That was quite a challenge. That was my spare potato digger, so I'm gonna put that on. I got the 2 discs that pull the potatoes into the front. There's still another good chain down in there, a lot of rollers. There's a lot of good parts there. He wasn't interested in that, which is fine with me. Going down here, I gotta unload. I keep thinking potatoes. I got a lot of potato crates filled with potatoes, even though they weren't good size this year. I still got a lot of crates full of potatoes. Right now, I'm just putting these things in the greenhouse. Let me turn the noise off. Lordy, I know I got at least 10 buckets of walnuts up there, but if they're not any good, I'm not gonna mess with them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 2 out there. There's 10 5-gallon buckets. Each one of these has a 5-gallon buckets. But if you can get one of these open, they got those dang-on like maggots in them. And maybe that's what they are. Maybe I gotta sit here and knock that shell off of all these to get those things to dry out. Like I said, if you know, leave me a comment in there. There's a bunch of them. They're gross looking, aren't they? I should take them in and feed them to my fish. The fish would probably eat them in the house. Anyhow, if you know how the best way to de-shell all these, leave me a comment down there, because I'm going to be looking through YouTube U tonight and seeing if I can come up with anything. Stacks of wood, stacks of wood, stacks of wood. A little bit of everything in here. Oh, an interesting thing. My wood here, okay, remember 1/14/2021, whatever, it was 686 pounds. It's down to 490 pounds. But 2 days ago, before all this rain and high humidity came in, it was down to, I don't know if that'll focus in. There it is. It was down to 488, and right now it's back up to 490. So all these people thinking, oh, my firewood's going to dry real good in the summertime when it's nice and hot. You got to have low humidity, guys. You just got to have low humidity. Over and out. That's about it for this one. I can't think of what else is going on. I'm about ready to go back to the sawmill. I'm gonna set those in there because I ran out of baskets. Go back to the sawmill, load a log on, and if it is still light enough, it's only 4:30, but it's super overcast. I mean, and it spit rain a little while earlier today, but nothing that slowed me down. So anyhow, that's about where I'm at. We got a little bit of a fire going from the tree in the backyard. I haven't done any more on that. You got to go to what's got to be done. So sometimes you just can't do what you want to do. What else? Not a whole lot else going on. Well, I'm gonna call this off and go back and load that log, and if it loads up pretty good, it's the same one that's got a lot of tension in it as yesterday. I plan on cutting it the same way as I cut it yesterday, because that one yesterday just went a whole lot better than I thought it was going to go. Just tremendously amount better than I thought it was going to go off. So that's when I got to clean up some first though. I forgot about that. I got to clean up all the slab wood so there's a place to put the new slab wood that's coming off. So anyhow, if you like this kind of movie, do me a favor and hit the like button. A lot of people I noticed don't hit the like button. There'd be a lot of viewers. I might have 1,000 viewers and only 200 likes, which I think you need the more likes to get the algorithm for it to pop up. So if you could do me a favor and hit the like button, I'd really appreciate it. And If you don't like it, then I guess, oh, it's sprinkling now. Not bad enough that I can't get through it. Anyway, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more of just who knows what goes on here. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for stopping by. Bye.